I just wanted to introduce myself sort of with a vlog of how sometimes my days go. There's not very much that's on there to begin with because it just is hard to try to find time to vlog. So let me just change this so it's a little more interesting. That's better. Okay, I like this better. Yeah, so this is how my life is. Basically, I wanted to commit to doing this. This is something that I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. I'm gonna have to get a baby. I've wanted to do this for a while, to have a YouTube channel and to be able to speak to people and impact people on this level. I really just wanted to come here to tell you guys a little bit about me and some of what has encouraged this. I've followed countless amount of YouTubers over the, how many ever years? 12 years? How many years has YouTube been up? A lot. And I've always wanted to be able to share my life and be extra online. Can I just be real? Some of the extraness my husband can't deal with, and it just needs to be funneled through another means. As well as last year was crazy for me. Oh my gosh. And I want to talk about it with people because these little things came into my life. This is Naomi. She's a twin. The other baby is over there. I had 2 girls last year. And that story is a very interesting one. I've been a birth doula for almost, March will be like 4 years, y'all. What? I support people throughout their pregnancy and in birth and a little bit postpartum. That means we're talking about what your options are for hospitals, care providers, maybe what your ideal birth plan is, what you might be shooting for this. Most people don't think they have as many options as they do, but they do. When it comes to birth, you don't always have to deliver in the hospital. You don't always have to deliver with a midwife. You can have things a variety of ways depending on where you are, and that's basically where I come in and I help. This job is heavily in the information side, and so you can imagine trying to get pregnant and then just knowing way too much. Imagine a nurse. If you've ever had a mom that was a nurse. I know so many people who have moms that are nurses and they just had a very interesting childhood. Way too much. So it took us not that much time to get pregnant, which I'm very, very thankful for. But it was very much that 3 months of just surrendering and like, okay, like I'm not really in charge of this. Like I'm doing what I need to do, and then God is just gonna do this thing. It's just gonna happen, or it isn't gonna happen. So once I let go and I stopped staying in my brain, it happened. And that like faith definitely doubled. So I actually didn't know. So also around the same time that I found out I was pregnant, it was the beginning of lockdown. So lockdown, which is actually, I think the anniversary of lockdown is actually coming like soon. Yay. Sorry for those who are still locked down in other places, other countries. I think it's a lot. I believe it was April 2nd that I found out that I was pregnant, and I still wasn't able to get an early scan, which I was fine with. I'm like, I'm a doula. I know what's going on. It's not that big of a deal. I would be able to figure out the signs if something happened. You know, the main reason why I wasn't able to, and I wanted to get an early scan, just to see how everything was. That first time mom, really, anytime that you're early pregnancy is, there's a lot of anxiety in general. So, yeah, it's a lot. And I feel like being a doula definitely helped me kind of calm my nerves and figure out and know what it is I need to do to kind of help myself in this awkward stage. So I was confident that like, okay, it'll be all right. I waited, and some people can't even imagine waiting this long. We waited till about 19 weeks for me to get my official anatomy scan. During the time that we were there, the ultrasound lady, oh, my baby is, be right back. Her headband is like coming off. Okay. You want to stay here? Yeah. Alright, you want to tell the story with mommy? Yeah. We've got Amina here on the side, and we got Nene. Say hi, Nene. Say hi, Amina. So, yeah. But, the lady has us waiting because COVID. She has us waiting, sitting outside, and the whole time I'm sitting there talking to my husband. I'm like, babe, I feel so nervous. Oh my gosh. Like, this is the first time I'm ever gonna see my baby. This is surreal. It's so weird because I've gone to other people's ultrasounds with them, and I'm like, oh, cool, it's a baby, yeah, oh my gosh. Like, I'm looking at it from a birth perspective. But my own kid, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, I basically came in there, and I feel like I did know something was happening inside, and I'm like, something's off, because I felt so anxious. I didn't know where that came from, but I just feel so nervous, like this is just a really big deal. And I felt so emotional going into it, and I feel like that was trying to tell me something. So we go in, and the lady's like, so okay, have you had any extreme nausea? I'm like, no, like I had really crazy nausea around such and such week, and then for maybe 2 weeks, and then it subsided, and then now it's like not that bad. It looks like you're carrying twins. I'm like, and I wish that we didn't have masks on because my face just dropped. My mouth was open the whole time, but no one could see it. Just like that. So I was super shocked that we had twins. My husband thought she was joking. And this was like 5 months. We still had the intention to not know what the gender of the babies now were. And it was only circumstantial. Of course, if we had boy and girl, then she would obviously be like, okay, they're different genders, and we just know what it is. But since they were the same, yeah, it was a little bit too soon or a little bit too late for them to figure out if they were identical or not. I don't believe my babies are identical. You be the judge. I just don't. I recognize it is possible. So my girls were in different sacs, and they had separate placentas. Usually that is a tall tale sign of fraternal twins, meaning that they're most likely not going to look alike. However, you see them. I know the differences. I feel like baby Naomi has my chin. Amina has daddy's chin along with daddy's appetite. And her face is a lot longer. There's a birthmark on her head, so there are just some external stuff that people can use along with others to determine who they are. But yeah, I believe my girls are fraternal. People who know us are like, Amina looks like daddy, Naomi looks like you. But I definitely feel like they favor a lot. So, and twins do run in my family. I learned that. I didn't really acknowledge it. I knew of one person in my family who has twins, but I just didn't think that it would affect me. You don't really think that it's gonna affect you until it does. But yeah, that's really what has prompted this, is these baby girls and the crazy experience that I had. I'm happy to go and share some more with you in the future. If you do have any questions specific to twin pregnancy, my experience with them, some stuff I was going through during my twin pregnancy, just let me know. But I intend on having some more conversations with you guys about what my experience was. Hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty, bye. Say bye. Nene, get with the program. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Bye, you guys.